There we go, she's tight. There it goes. Hope I didn't kill anything. Hey, look. Kuhnhaus has a bunch of combines. Looks like they're all done with harvest and going in for some post-season inspections. Well, guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, I'm just getting up to, well, I'm not getting up to the farm. I'm just getting up to go work on the farm. It's around mid-morning, yeah, closer to noon, on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Happy early Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm at Kuhnhaus because we have some issues. I broke a point in yesterday's video card to that right here, and I need to get some parts. I'm gonna get some parts, basically some new wear points. I mean, it's not horrible that broke, but you got to replace them. It's a wear point. It's basically the ground engaging, the one that's actually doing the work, the part that's actually doing the work and lifting up, breaking up that compaction. So I'm going to replace 2 of them this morning. I'm also going to look at a new piece of equipment for my dad and his tractor. I'll leave that one a little surprise for right now, but that's going to be very exciting for me because it's going to save him a lot of work. It's going to save me a lot of work. It's going to basically cut some time. This part is going to basically cut hours off of our time, off of our week when we're busy using that tractor with different things. So anyway, let's go ahead and hop in there, grab some parts, and I'll check you guys out when we're done. I think I got what I need. Took me a while to figure out what we actually had, but there are 2 different wear points. There's the point itself, and then we have these little wings on the side that kind of help break up that ground and lift it up. And the wings is what I actually need. I know I broke the wings off. I think the point's fine. So time will tell. I only have 15 minutes to drive to go get there, but let's head over to the farm, to the tractor, and take a look and see what we got. And if what we got is the right thing. While I'm here, let's take a peruse real quick. Not a lot of inventory, that's for sure. I got a 2366 and look like an 8230, if I was guessing. Man, I'm good. 8230 sitting right there, a couple heads. Here's some more zone builders. Looks like a Case IH branded though. That's basically what we're running. Something that goes down there and breaks up compaction. A 578 new grain cart. They had a bunch of stuff sitting around. And then back there they have a lot of combines for inspection. A lot. Yeah, so really not a ton of inventory. Like they usually have a lot more, but I think it's just the year where everybody's trading equipment. Everybody has some extra cash just because the ag markets are strong. So everybody's trading equipment. Look at that brand new 340. Nice. Let's head to the farm. South Farm. Just pulling into the farm. I see Nathan moved the tractor from last night. So he was parked right here. Turned this field black, which is good. There he is right there actually. He's doing this little 30-acre chunk. And I'm guessing, yep, there's the tractor. Oh yeah. Now I see what the deal is. Let's go take a look. I'll show you guys. So I didn't realize it, but it makes sense. You got your point, which is a wear point, but you also got these wings right here. So you can kind of see wings, and then they're bolted right here. So it looks like I just got to slap them on and we'll call them good. This one we replaced last year. It ran probably about, we've done about 100 acres, 120 acres so far today, or this year, and then it probably did 400 or 500 last year. And here's how much it's wore. Compare that to the new one. It really hasn't worn a lot, so that's good. It's worn some. Can I see the thickness differences? But it should last us. Got hair in my mouth. Should last us a while. So let's get cracking. Let's swap these out so I can get moving. Actually, let's start up the tractor and warm it up first. Yeah. Let that sucker warm up. Nathan was a forgetful Fred today and forgot the grease gun, forgot to get the points, and forgot to bring the fuel trailer, so Pat's gonna have to bring that down. I'll go through and check all the bearings too. Make sure they roll, tires are good. Let's get cracking. The wind's just swirling right now. When I tighten this down, there's a good amount of gap on this top side. I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal because it's shielded by this point, but still, kind of surprising. There we go, she's tight, but see what I mean? There's that gap. One thing that is different between these old ones, these newer ones are shielded, so the bolts won't wear like this one. Bolts wore off. So there's a little bit of a difference. Good to go. So we should be ready to go. We just checked over everything. Bearings are looking good. Points are all looking good. Minus, you know, the bolts all worn off and such. So we'll see how long we can go before we lose them. But for right now, we're going. Tractor's warmed up. I'm gonna go park my car, toss my stuff in the tractor. Let's get her going. I got about 6 hours or so I'm gonna run until Jeff's gonna take over. There's Nathan turning the soil black. Let's get her going. Good to go. I'm going to take a test pass, so I'm going to work my way back to the field, basically just run for a little bit and then pull up, make sure my points are still good. Then we'll go. We're rolling. This dirt, so I was in that field before. I'm just going to work my way over there. But this field, oh man, this one's rough. Like, it is pulling hard. 12% at the slip, 106 engine power. Lugging the tractor. Now that was the type of ground that needed to be ripped. About half of this pass on that kind of south end, I was basically lugging the tractor 109% engine power pretty much the whole time. I mean, that's the type of ground that needs to be ripped because, I mean, a 6-shank ripper, you only really should need 300 horsepower, but the fact that we had 100 more horsepower, 400 horsepower tractor pegged, that just tells you how much compaction that was there, that we're just lifting up and breaking that hard pan. I'm really excited to see what this does next year. Just about fell, that's awesome. So I just went through a first pass. We'll check the points. Kind of see the paint's already just about worn off. Not surprising because paint's not going to last in dirt. But both my points are there. Both my points are tight. We're good to go. Let's hammer down. Here's everything I did yesterday. Pretty decent day if you ask me. I think it's had 62 acres, 63 acres, something like that is what I did. And there's 80 here, so we'll get her done. Neighbors over there hauling manure. Rolling. So one thing I'm growing to kind of dislike about Case GPS is there's a lot of drift. Like, I'm gonna understand day by day drift. Like, you can kind of see, I don't know if you guys can pick up on the camera, but basically from where I'm running right now to where I quit last night, there's about a 10-inch gap, which you're gonna have some drift overnight and whatnot with the correction signal that we have. We're just on the cheap base WAS. But even within a half hour, it's gonna drift 10, 12, 20 inches. Like yesterday, I was nudging 20 inches towards the end of the day. So, I mean, I haven't had that issue with Deere GPS. I can't say the same about Ag Lead or any of the other GPS systems, but the Case kind of GPS, it's good. I mean, it'll work, I should say, but I don't know if I like just the drift that's so close together, close to each other. Oh well, it is what it is. I have 85 gallons of fuel left and about a 1/6 of a tank of DEF. So I'm gonna need both here soon. So hopefully Pat gets done with practice here at 12:30, and then he can bring some fuel down and our dinner, lunch, supper, whatever you want to call it, dinner. GoPro didn't turn on in time, but you can kind of see on that hillside there's a lighter color of soil that I brought up when I was working. I'll show you guys when I come back, but it just goes to tell you that the soil types vary all throughout the field. There's thousands and thousands of soil types in Iowa and across the world. But when I come back, I'm actually not going to rip down that hill because it's a lighter soil type. It's more susceptible to erosion. It's on a decent sized sloped hill. So it's just not worth it. And on a hill, you're typically not going to have the compaction that you do down on the flat and the level. Here comes another mole hole that is gonna die. There it goes. Hope I didn't kill anything. So I can tell it's lighter soils down here. So as soon as I get to the crest, or just before the crest, I'm gonna raise up my ripper and not rip down this. As you can kind of see, there's already has been erosion paths. So I'll raise it up right now. Let it go down. So you can kind of see how this is dark, light, and then back dark again. Just a lighter soil that you really don't want to rip or disturb, because otherwise you'll lose it. It will erode away if you get like a big rainstorm, or let the snow melt in the spring. So it's just best practice not to do some deep tillage in places like that, highly erodible places. Dark, light, really light, and then back dark again up the hill. So I'm not gonna rip this face right here. Be the nice environmental steward that I am. In a 400 horsepower tractor burning 16 gallons of diesel an hour. But that's the cost of doing business, price of feeding the world. It's kind of hard for you guys to see, but right here, I did this pass, was the second pass I did today, and this is the fifth pass, and I've already drifted about 10 inches. 10 inches within a half hour or so. I mean, to me, I feel like even the stock GPS should be able to do better than that, but whatever. I'm not too picky. This isn't a precision application, and if it was, we'd be paying for a precision subscription. But still, it's just like, man, 10 inches in a half hour, that's a lot of drift. Oh well, could be worse. Whee, that spot right there just about killed the tractor. I had a downshift down to second gear. Woo! Oh man, that was close. Well, we're getting close to the end. I've done about 68 acres. That's kind of the end. Is that waterway. It does flood it out a little bit, and I am angled this way, so I do have more passes once it gets shorter, but still, I mean, I'm making quite a bit of progress, and I think I am going to do that little piece. There's like a 1 acre chunk north of that waterway I'm going to do too. But hopefully I'll have this thing whipped in about 3 hours or so after all the inrows. Then I'll hop back south of the waterway and start working on that west piece. So also around the farm, Nathan's doing some chiseling just south here about a mile on his ground. Curtis and Brian are hauling manure. We got a lot of manure to haul out before we get froze out, or before the weather turns, really. Pat just got done with basketball practice. He's going to bring the fuel trailer and our lunches down here, and then I'm not sure what he's going to do. Maybe start baling corn stalks, maybe start putting stuff away. I have no clue, actually. I'll ask him when he gets down here. When I get to the end here, I'm going to hop out and check, because I haven't checked in about an hour or so. Let's go take a look. It's actually not half bad out today. It's probably in the 50s. So you can kind of see this one was new last year. It's starting to wear, get sharp. This one's doing good. It's a new one. This one's really wearing. This one's probably the worst. Probably gonna have to replace this tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but pretty close. You kind of see the bolt heads are worn off. So eventually, I mean, once you wear this off, you're gonna have nothing that holds on to it. It's just gonna fall off. So I'm guessing probably either tomorrow or the next day, probably gonna have to replace this one. This one's same thing, no more bolt head. So that's gonna be your biggest weak point. The point might still be fine, but I just have to replace the bolts. And I'm guessing that's why on the new style, the new castings, they kind of made like a barrier to protect the bolt heads. But this one's doing good too. Good enough, let's keep her moving. Try to knock this field out. Well, I haven't filmed much in a while. I was talking to my buddy for about almost an hour on the phone. Nathan's still plugging along. He's got 80 acres left to do. We're gonna leave about 50 acres in beans, maybe not quite 50 acres on that field. So he's gonna work about, I think he's got 100 acres to work roughly, because we got 30 acres of bean stubble that we won't work. We also won't rip it because it's too rocky. He's gonna put about 40 to 50 acres in beans, something like that. And he's gonna chisel the rest minus some rock points. So that's what he's gonna be doing. I'm gonna be here until second shift takes over. I'm hopefully gonna finish this field and start on that south field, or the west field I should say. Then he'll take over, finish that west field, and hopefully finish up this farm tonight. We'll see. Maybe not. That's gonna be a long day, that's for sure. But we're gonna need fuel here soon. I'm under 50 gallons and DEF. DEF's almost at the point where I'm gonna get derated here soon. So I think I get derated either when I hit that line or when I get empty. I'm not sure. I've never derated in this tractor because it hardly uses any DEF. Like for example, we plant 200 hours on this tractor every planting season, but we only fill up with DEF at the beginning of the year. So whatever. Raise up because I'm at an erodible spot. Speed up. Leaving this hillside unripped. Listen to that turbo and tractor go, lugging down at 4 mile in 4th gear. Breaking up years and years worth of compaction just makes me happy. Hey guys, you know the drill by now. First off, happy day after Christmas. Hope you guys had a happy holidays with your friends and family, of course. I'm going to split this video up into two. I just had a little bit too much footage to make it one video, and I'm also going to tack in after this a little bit of footage from my dad at the Bellevue's Christmas parade. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, and ta-ta for now. Well, hello everyone. You got the Budman from Hartung Family Farms. We're down here in Bellevue. We have a Christmas parade going to go on tonight. It's dark out, you can't see, but there are several hundred people down here. Fireworks going to start here in a little bit. So lights are on where we can see a bunch of people, but we can't. Here's the grand finale. As you can hear the crowd, it's a success. Okay, that's going to kick off the parade. The parade should be starting here shortly. There's Ryan Clough. How we doing? Here's the Lions Club. Scary. Hi Chuck, what do you want to say to all my fans?
Howdy. Merry Christmas,
kids.
Everybody.
What year is this?
55.
The 1955 Chevy?
International.
International.
R100.
R100. Merry Christmas. Hi, Santa. Okay, the crowd is dispersing. We got the street lights back on. That way we can see a little bit. As you can see, this place was bumper to bumper cars. You're going to be famous now, you know that.
All right.
See, there's a nice big crowd. We're getting them out of here so we can get this road opened up, and then we can call her a day. It's about, looks like it's about 5 to 7. The parade's over with. We had a good, very, very good crowd. I know you couldn't see it on the video because it was dark, but had a really nice turnout. The fireworks was good. Parade was awesome. So it's good to have people out and about, getting back to some normality since last year we didn't have nothing. So remember, play nice, be safe, and we'll talk to you later.